Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another session with the older man. Gentlemen, this is going to be a lesson that you all have to learn and you all have to share with your other friends. I need you to share this, especially with the simp friends out there. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to show you a story of a woman who went through an episode of a fake shopping date. When have we reached a point where a date is a shopping trip? Think about that shit. I'm going to take you on a date and I'm going to take you shopping. I've heard this and I've seen this on many of these videos with London, and he's trapping these girls with the fancy cars, and the first thing they want to say, well, you can take me shopping. You can take me. Look, take a look at this one.
I'm not really looking for nothing.
So what's your type?
So basically, I just need somebody who could be there for me, help me when I need help, take me shopping, stuff like that. Nothing too much.
You look good though.
Thank you.
Do a little 360 for me. It's all lead too. So what's up though? What you here for?
Try to you.
Call me how? Are you want to? You not interested in?
I mean, I like it with money.
Okay, I'm gonna do money, but my money don't spend for you.
I'm trying to make it.
Trying to make it what?
Spend for me.
That's never gonna happen.
All right.
That's never gonna happen. I'm not one of these niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? I know it's probably a lot of trick ass niggas out here that be doing that, but I'm not one of them.
Oh.
So if you ain't trying to me for me, then you can keep it pushing. If you wanna for me, get to know me, then we can get somewhere. But I'm letting you know off top though, I ain't on that. So if you on that, I'm cool. For a living.
I model, so that's pretty much my full-time thing.
Okay. What you like to do?
I like, obviously, taking pictures, listening to music, stuff like that. I like to go shopping, get my hair done, stuff like that.
Get little gifts and be spoiled. Yeah.
So you saying we could be more than friends if I spoil you and get you gifts? Basically spend money on you.
Basically, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Why?
Well, what up?
The idea that a man has to take you on a shopping date, this is beyond me, okay? I meet a woman for the first time, and what she's expecting me to do is take her shopping. Initially when I saw a lot of these traps looking for gold diggers, I thought this was just BS. But as I looked at more and more of these videos from various content creators, I realized this is a real thing, man. This is a real thing. I've even heard it from men here who've encountered women in real life who said, yeah, well, you can take me shopping. We can start there. Yeah. And I realized that the only reason women get away with saying this is because of the simps. The men that are so thirsty for a woman's attention, he's willing to go out there and spend his hard-earned money on her without getting anything in return. These women have convinced men that in order for them to qualify, they have to first buy them shit. So today, I want to show you guys how this girl got tricked. But more importantly, I want you all out there to try to stop the simps from getting away with this crap. Because we know that if all of the strong men hold the line, that we could bring things back in order. But the problem is the simps are the ones that are killing the dating market. Because they're out there catering to female BS. What if we could make these women think that they're going to go shopping, but waste their time? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Listen to this girl, and after you hear the story, then you'll understand what I'm trying to describe to you all. All right? Subscribe, guys. Book a session with me if you need any mentoring, if you need any help in any way, shape, or form. I'm here to help you. And of course, join our membership system. Ladies, remember, you are free. But in order to do that, you got to join up through the website. Go to askanolderman.com, join there. If you go directly to this link, this is the paid link. All right. So let's hear what this young lady has to say. Fake shopping date.
Y'all, let me tell y'all a quick story that I've been holding in the vault. Okay, let me tell you something about New York men. First of all, this story, it just gave me the ick. Men are really they're ill. Literally. Men will really try to humble you because they know that you are a particular woman, or they know you know who you are. Like, they really be trying to, especially these New York men. Let me tell you guys, another time I had like a horrible dating experience real quick before I go back to off break. I had this guy in my DMs for weeks, writing me, never wrote back. So one day he wrote me, he was like, what shoe size you wear? So I'm not gonna lie, that got my attention. Bitch, what you mean what shoe size I wear? What you got for me? So I wrote him, I was like, this is my shoe size. I was like, well, are you asking me because you bored, or you really trying to buy me something? He like, oh, I'm trying to buy you something. So I'm like, okay. He's like, as a matter of fact, I really want to take you shopping. Like, why not? You're beautiful. Like, so I wrote him back. I was like, you capping. He like, what? He's like, we can go tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, okay. Hang up on you. Call my friend. So I called my friend. I was like, yeah, this guy's over here, like, he want to take me shopping. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, you know, like, I've never encountered something like this. Like, this is like, I don't know. I feel like it's too good to be true, you know? She's like, all right, boom. So this is what we're going to do. She was like, I'm coming to your neighborhood. She was like, we're going to go into the city together, right? She was like, I'm going to act like a sales associate at the store, or I'm gonna act like, you know, it's a coincidence that we both in the same room. So she was like, when he's there with you, after you get a few of your pieces or whatever, you can leave, like, you know, because we don't know if this man is crazy or not or whatever. So she's just like, nah, we going there together. I'm like, cool. The day for me to meet with him in the store, he was like, we're going to Soho and Bergdorf, right? So no, not Bergdorf, Saks. So he's like, oh,
let me paint the picture for you here, guys. She's sitting in a stock room in the back of a department store. That's where she works. That's the level that she's at. She's a freaking store clerk, all right? She's flicking this bloody cheap-ass weave. She's scratching the weave. You can hear it. You can see that she freaking got some sort of... It's itching. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Because she's scratching it. You don't freaking scratch if you don't have a problem under there, okay? It's either sweaty or it's dirty. She's flashing these freaking long-ass nails, and she's basically telling us the only reason that she responded to this guy's text is because he asked her shoe size, and he volunteered to take her shopping because she's beautiful. Imagine if you took off the makeup and took off that weave, what you would see under this. But I digress. Let's proceed. Let's hear what else she has to say.
We're gonna go to Saks. We're gonna go to Soho. I'm like, okay, cool. So he's like, meet me in Saks. So the day come for us to go out to do the shopping. It don't happen. Something happened on his end. So I'm like, oh, I'm calling his bluff. I'm like, oh, this man is just full of shit at this point. Blah, blah, blah. Nah. 2 weeks go by. He texts me. He's like, yo, when are we doing this? Like, so now I'm like, maybe he's not bullshitting because I never brought it up or anything like that. I literally left it as what it was. Like, oh, you're just full of shit. You're BSing. So he's like, nah, like, let's go. So I was like, okay, like, I'm free this day, I'm free on Sunday, blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, cool, bet, let's go. In the morning, text him, good morning. He like, well, I'm getting up right now. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm getting myself ready to, like, go meet you. He's like, bet. So this time I didn't tell my friend. The reason why I didn't tell my friend was because, like, I just felt like it was too good to be true. And I'm also telling myself, like, Mona, you're in a public place. What's the worst thing that could happen to you? Then you actually do go shopping with this man, and you might go to lunch or whatever and call it a day. Like, you'll be good. My friends have my location, whatever.
You could go shopping with this man and you could have lunch and you call it a day. In other words, the man gets nothing in return. Okay? Nothing except to freaking look at these bloody freaking Wolverine nails that are just flashing at him, and she's freaking flicking this damn fake ass hair. Oh, this is the quality woman we got to deal with these days, man. The young generation are just lost. But I love how this story ends.
So I go to the city. Keep in mind, I did this early in the morning just so I can go take care of my other errands. I had appointments that day just so, like, I didn't, like, know what the circumstances were going to be with this man. Bitch, did they take a motherfucking turn, for real. So he calls me. He's like, yo, where you at? I was like, I'm 20 minutes out. He like, I bet, cool, I'm about to leave. I'm like, okay. But from my end, I can hear cars. I think he was driving. I hear cars. I pay attention to stuff like that, right? So I get there. He told me his ETA, so I wrote him. I was like, hey, I'm here. He goes, I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm like, okay. I go to the 3rd floor. He goes to the 3rd floor. It's women's. So I'm thinking, oh, he's already on the floor to see maybe what store we going to. I get to the 3rd floor. I don't see no one. So I'm like, okay. I call him. He don't answer the phone. So I'm like, okay. Mind you, I had to pee. So I went back downstairs. I was like, you know what? Let me go use the bathroom. I'm gonna finish using the bathroom and I'll figure out where he's at. If anything, he'll come get me at the door. Cause bitch, I'm not about to be waiting on no floor. And you know how these stores are already. Like when you there as a brown sister, they don't matter how much money you got or what you look like. They always think you're sketchy. They probably think you up to no good. That's how these people are. Like they profile you.
These people profile you because you look like a friggin' store clerk. You look like a $20 hooker with these goddamn nails and the damn fake ass hair. Okay? You shouldn't be in those stores. You're out of place. You obviously should not be in these high-end stores. So of course they're gonna profile your ass. Oh, I love this, man. It's unreal.
I'm a sales associate myself. I've seen my colleagues do it to other people that look like me. That's what they do in the designer stores. They don't care. So I'm like, okay, let me move from here. Let me go pee. I go downstairs and pee. He texts me. He's like, I'm by men's coat. I was like, it's impossible that you're by men's coat because the floor I was on was strictly women. I was like, you're on this floor. He goes, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I get out the elevator. I'm on the men's floor now. I'm looking. I still don't see nobody. I'm figuring, like, if you're going to meet me, you're going to be at least by the elevator or something, right? No. So I call him. He's like, where you at? He's like, I'm in the back by men's coat. So I'm walking. I'm seeing Laura Piana. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing Tom Ford. I still don't see nobody. He's like, where exactly are you? I was like, I'm in front of Tom Ford. He's like, I'm going to come get you. I'm like, okay. So I don't know where I left off, but he was like, oh, I'm coming to get you. So I'm feeling a little crazy now because I've been standing in front of Tom Ford for just a bit too long. And the sales associate, they coming up to me like, hey, you need help, da 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 da. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just waiting for someone or whatever. So y'all, I was like, you know what, Mona, go downstairs. This man will come get you. Stop standing in front of these people's stuff because you look crazy. You look sketchy as fuck. I was like, I'm a little ashy. I was like, all right, cool. As I'm heading, y'all, to the elevator, I pull out my phone to text him like, yo, I don't know where you at. I don't see you. I'm going to wait for you outside or downstairs. Before I pull out my phone to my messages, he texts me. He goes, yo, you really an asshole. Huh? So I'm like, what? I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, I'm so confused. He was like, yeah, fuck you, thought. He goes, I hate bitches like you. Always want something for nothing. Like, he goes, no, always wanting something for nothing ass bitches. Like, I don't like bitches like you. Going off. I'm like, have a good day, sir. Have a good day. Like, you're fucking insane. You thought you lowered me into a store, a department store, and you thought you made me look crazy. I don't look crazy. I don't. I'm sorry. You
said you look crazy. You stand in the store looking crazy. I better leave this place because I'm standing in the store looking crazy. You look crazy. Why are you denying it now? You look crazy. And he simply said, yeah, you're the kind of woman that just wanted something for nothing. Is he wrong? No. You're the one that said, oh, he could buy me something. We can have lunch and I can go. That's you. There's no lies told there. So I don't understand why you think you got to deny it and thinking that you're gonna whitewash this shit right now. It's almost finished. Let's hear what else she has. What excuses she has right now.
You look crazy because it just taught me one thing. You have nothing really going for yourself. You're bored as hell and you know how to approach women is with money, because you have nothing else to really show for it, or like you're literally like, you thought you ate, and then the whole day, y'all, as I'm leaving, he kept chastising me, like writing me crying emojis, like wham 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 wham. I'm like, bitch, I got bread in my pocket. I'm actually about to go meet with my homegirls, and we're going to have a few drinks, and we're going to talk about this, and we're going to just realize how much of a fucking weirdo you are. Oh my God, I'm mad, actually. Don't mind this. How much of a, like, loser you really are. Like, men will really try to humble you. I feel like he tried to use this because, like, I never paid attention to him in the first place, and now it's like, oh, let me get back at her, because that's really what it was. Let me get back at her. And it's like, nothing happened. I went by my day. I had a few drinks with my girls. I had a ball. You didn't humble me. He didn't. And like, I feel like any girl would have went on this free trip. Like, who? A free shopping? Like, what the fuck? Why not? You want to take me shopping, bitch? I'm there. I'm gonna go grab my stuff. Like, what a corny ass nigga you are. Like, you're corny. Boo, 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 boo. Tomatoes. You didn't humble me. Like, nothing came out of this. Like, I just realized that you are a loser. And you probably did this to other women before, because, y'all, if I show you what this man looks like, he looks like a fucking thumb. A thumb. Like a fucking ogre. Shrek. You look like a thumb. You thought you ate, but you didn't. And nothing you ever say would ever embarrass somebody like me. Because, bitch, what? I work in a whole department store. I get these stuff on the regular. So, you didn't humble me, babe. You didn't. At all.
Oh, he ate. And you ate a big-ass piece of freaking humble pie. Because you showed your true colors. You showed your true colors, young woman. This is the state of females today. The only way that man got her attention is by saying, hey, you want to go shopping? That's what he had to lead with, just to get your attention. But what he did was he tested your dumbass to see if you were worth wasting his time. And you failed the test miserably. That's the problem. That's what you don't see. The kind of woman like you will always remain single, because you're showing what it is that make you tick. Sucking a man's resources without providing any value to that man. That's why men will only abuse the hell out of you. You're going to end up a scarred, lonely baby mama soon. Still working in a department store, making TikToks in the back with your fake ass wigs and weaves, with your freaking painted fingernails, thinking that, oh, I still went out and had drinks with my girls, spending every single disposable dime that you had. You will be a loser without any man providing any guidance for you. I feel sorry for some women like you, but not really. You all have to learn your lessons the hard way. And this man taught you a very valuable lesson. Whether you learn it, I don't know. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. But in the end, the only thing you had is you tried to shame this man instead of learning the lesson. But I'm glad you shared. I'm very glad you shared it. The video is starting to go viral, but it shows something very nasty about today's modern woman. There is absolutely nothing genuine about you all. And that's what I'm saying, gentlemen. If you want to take the simps out of the dating market, this is what you need to start doing. You need to start hitting up on these women, offering them to take them out, offering to take them to nice, fancy places without anything else. Just saying, oh, you're so beautiful, I just want to take you shopping, right? Just say that. Just keep doing this, gentlemen. Do this to a lot of these women. Let's set the rules so that you understand how to do this effectively, right? If you keep hitting up on a woman, and she don't respond, then you hit her with the, hey, can I take you shopping? Then when she responds, then you know, I can see the type of woman she is. Then you waste her time. Then you make sure that she go through something similar to this. Send her to run up and down in the mall watching and waiting for you, right? For her big score. Feeling that she's not, oh, she got a trick. She got a live one. Some of them, make them go and sit down in restaurants and order some food. Let them spend their damn money, right? And just don't show up. Don't freaking show up. So what this will do is that she won't trust any man who leads with money now. Because when the simps lead with money, she takes advantage of them. But if you want to cut out the simps, the job is to discredit the simps. So if we destroy the thing that is destroying the dating market, then we're good to go. Women will then start to get real about dating again. Listen, let me know if you have any other ideas, but I think this is a brilliant way to get the simps out of the dating market. Because now none of these women will trust these simps if a lot of men start doing this. When the real simps hit her up and say, hey, I would love to do this, I'd love to send, unless they send her cash straight up, she will not be able to identify whether this person is real or not. Isn't that a brilliant idea? Let me know. Let me know. Listen, I got to read a few comments just so that we could finish this off. Giant's mommy said, I told a man once that a man could never play me. Like, I would never feel played by a man because he would be playing himself by trying to play me. And he tried so hard to humble me. Played himself. I don't see how that makes sense. This girl got played. She's the one that freaking ran up and down like an idiot, expecting something that she didn't receive. No freaking skin off the man's back. She's like a bloody remote. He's playing the remote control, and she's like, oh, running up and down because she expects to suck money from him. He playing her like a freaking robot with and he's holding the remote control. She got played, literally. Solita said, I knew it was a setup when he asked to take you shopping after being ignored for weeks. Nah. You women know that you wouldn't pay any attention to any of these men unless they lead with money. That's the only time men are going to get your attention. So stop it. The real Jada K says, nah, you got to post this man laughing. In other words, she want to know who this man is so she don't get played like you got played, girl. Classic Juice said, why would you think someone you ignoring would seriously take you shopping? Because there's a lot of simps out there that would do this sort of shit. And she fell for it because she's a greedy little woman. Hyja said, what? Wait, he did this to prove a point? Crying? Yeah, he did it to prove a point, and the point was proved. She's a gold-digging little shit. She don't have his interests in mind. Doll by Mada said, this is why you got to leave the men that have been in your DMs for so long there. They will really try to play you. Shaking my head. Oh, man. Listen, it's amazing how the new dating market has turned out. But it's being destroyed by gold-digging women and stupid simps. To the point now where the good men are saying, nah, I'm not one to be played. Men are hunters. And if you girls think that you can outplay a man, and a strong man, you're sadly wrong. It's just that now, gentlemen, you got to learn the rules. You got to learn the rules of the hunt. And if the prey want to act an ass, you got to treat them like an ass. All right, listen, guys, I'm going to lock it off there. Let me know if this idea can spread, because we got to teach the simps and we got to teach the women that men are not there just to give up their resources because they want some panani or they won't pay them any attention. So, my friends, join us over on the membership site. Book a session if you'd like to have any sort of help or mentoring from me. And remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.